Day, everybody. This is the King of Androsica here with you all. Happy day to you all. And yes, as you see from the thumbnail, I have finally in 2023 played every single last Dynasty Warriors game. I had two, was actually my very first game, and I instantly fell in love with it. It was my first game ever on PS2. I didn't have any other game until Dynasty Warriors 6. I know that was a leap. And then I had the Warriors Orochi series, which exposed me kind of sort of to what Dynasty Warriors 5 brought about. And then I played and bought and owned 7, 8, and 9. I had the Empires and Extreme Legends for 7, 8, and 9. 7 and 8. I played the Empires for 9 demo, but it took me a very long time to even win that battle because I found it to be quite hard. And yes, I never really bought the game. Now, I play Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5, which were the ones that escaped me. I don't count Dynasty Warriors 1 because that's not really a Muso game, that's mainly of a fighting game. But I have completed the game on an emulator, PlayStation 2 emulator. Sorry, just adjusting my camera here. Via my laptop, I've been seeing many creators that I follow and love, such as Light the Noob and Night Owl and a bunch of others play. I guess they use emulators as well. I know Light the Noob for sure uses an emulator. But I don't have the type of emulator he has, but I found a different one and it worked, and now I'm giving my honest review. I will start with Dynasty Warriors 2 because I downloaded that game first on the emulator because that was my childhood game. Now, I know people saying that game is very challenging. When I was younger, I had no problems. I didn't even know there was a settings for easy, normal, and hard. But because I've played the later games, which are like very much easy in terms of the combat and peons and troops and officers' aggression, the yellow turbans and halfway through the whole arcade is very easy for me. I played Soyu. People get Soyu and Zhaoyun name mixed up. I used to get that mixed up a lot, by the way, just want to point that out. I played with Soyu, right? Yellow turbans was easy. I remembered where all the life increases were after all these years. I could boost my health bar, and also I really enjoy using the arrow, although I didn't have proper aim this time. Using the Muso button with the arrow and just pressing it down. That's why you always collect 99 arrows. And just aim at a target and it's like almost like a machine gun. And I see people play that Dynasty Warriors 2. No one uses that, although they try to use arrows to like beat Lubu challenges, but no one uses that. I don't know if no one's aware of that or they just don't bother because they want to say they Muso for the actual Muso attack. But I used that a lot when I was a child, and I used to go, especially at the Wujian Plains, used to step, like let's say if I was Choo Choo, right? Everyone knows, whoever played the game knows the layout. I'm Choo Choo, I see Guan Yu on his horse, guarding the gate. I will shoot my arrows from distance, go and gather up some arrows, and then I'll use my Muso attack and aim directly at him until he dies. And I know you skipping a couple of officers because he has a lot of officers with him, but the gate is open, which forces Sang Liao to advance and that whole side advances. Stuff like that I used to do. Overall, Dynasty Warriors 2 was the very first game that I actually owned. It's not the very first video game I played. I played other games on the PS2 as well, but that's one of the very first ones I actually owned. And that game has transformed my life. If you know my channel with my stories and the action that um, happens with them, Dynasty Warriors 2 and subsequent other games, but Dynasty Warriors 2 in particular was the main inspiration behind my stories and how I view them and how I wage wars and fights with my stories that I um, do and make. So if you are here for the very first time, subscribe and be able to see those stories, and really enjoy it. Well, anyway, that's Dynasty Warriors 2. Good game, good game. Dynasty Warriors 3. Now, I downloaded the Extreme Legends because for some reason the original one was giving me an error on my computer and it wasn't working. I know for a lot of people, Dynasty Warriors 3 is the GOAT. It is the quote unquote, the better version with better version music of Dynasty Warriors 2, more detailed and in depth. Mind you, it is detailed in terms of the story. You get more characters, and they got rid of when you knock over an officer or a gate captain. They reformed the health or they reformed the defense or attack. I felt they don't. I really wish. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but I wish they brought that mechanic back. It really brings the challenge, instead of just doing pop 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 until the person you're fighting is dead. Because in some most of the games have like when they charge up, then they refill the life or attack. But I really like 2, so it's an unpopular opinion because 2 is very hard for a lot of people who are used to later games that made it so easy. But anyway, I played as Yuan Shao on the Extreme Legends Battle of Gates, and the mechanics were terrible. I couldn't even get a horse. I got like a generic horse where the knights would use, the mages. I tried to steal a horse from an officer. The horse for some reason will bump me off. I don't know if that's a glitch because I never saw no one actually happen to anyone, but when other people play the game, they already have them heightened, they already have the horse harness and stuff. I really didn't like it. The pacing of the game I didn't like. I feel as though like it was basically empty. I fought Lubu. Lubu was challenging. I used arrows and stuff, and sometimes I could do it 2, I couldn't do it 3. And I honestly don't like the map designs in Dynasty Warriors 3. It doesn't make sense. You don't really get the feel of the individuality like how 2 was with the Hula Gate, especially Dynasty Warriors 2's Hula Gate with the intro with the golden dust and within the beautiful pink bricked gate is chef's kiss to me. Although when you go by the gate, there's really nothing there, but 2 gate captains, Jiao Chan and Dong Zhuo. But anyway, Dynasty Warriors 3 was by far the worst Dynasty Warriors I've ever played, and I played 9, and to this day I wouldn't go back to 9 again. I have not even played every single last character in Dynasty Warriors 9 because after a while the story, it gets repetitive, like you're doing the same exact thing over and over again, and the preparations for Battle Chibi are just too much and too long, and yeah, I never got to experience all the cutscenes of Dynasty Warriors 9, but I will get to Dynasty Warriors 9 when I get there, but I'm jumping ahead. But Dynasty Warriors 3, another unpopular opinion, is the worst Dynasty Warriors in my opinion. Moving on to 4, I played as Zhao Wan. His story, I felt it. I felt it again. I felt like I was playing Dynasty Warriors 5. I know Dynasty Warriors 5, although stuff from Dynasty Warriors 4. It reminded me a little bit of Warriors Orochi, because that's what game I played, and the mechanics and the play style and how many bodyguards. It was two at a time, but it was beautiful. I felt alive, and I found the Musho bar increaser. Well, I don't get to increase the life bar. The yellow turbans were good. I liked the, like, you fighting in different stages for one particular campaign. I found it very interesting mechanic that I didn't really saw in the gameplay is actually when you defeat all the gate captains in the enemy's main camp, it forces the enemy commander to retreat, and thus you automatically win the game, which I find quite surprising because I watched gameplay of people playing Ice Wars, I never saw that before. So that was quite a unique take on it. It's very nice actually. I love the game. My gripe with the Dice War is free, maybe 4, is you increase your life, increase your Muso. You can find more Muso that increase your life. So your Muso be way out here and your life be here. Dice War is 2, all your life is moving together. In later games, well, the later games they don't have the Muso, but Warriors Wuchi 3, not 3, the first Warriors Wuchi, I'm sorry. Everything was in one bar, your life and your Muso increased together. So that's what I like. That's why transitioning from Dynasty Warriors 2, 6, and Warriors Wuchi was so smooth to me. Well, anyway, Dynasty Warriors 4 was a much better game, and I felt it, and yeah. So the other game I downloaded was Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. Now, again, I'm using an emulator, so I wasn't able to have the base game, but I did play the Legends mode. So Legends mode is essentially you get to choose between some of the characters in these different battles that come like in between battles, or a reason why a major battle that you normally see in the game would appear, or some battles that the main game wouldn't really have, but they do happen. I found a very interesting battle for the book. The book is called the Way of Peace book, and that's how Zhang Yao. So see, Pangtong was fighting for Zhang Jiao won because I played Zhang Jiao for the Elder Turbans. He won, and we found it, and I'm motivated to start the Elder Turbans. And then it was another battle when you actually fight the Elder Turbans, where the brothers meet at the Peach Garden and Liu Bei's village when the Elder Turbans were attacking it. I played as Guan Yu. It was very beautiful. It's like, it got me thinking of Edo Castle and Mohisaruchi on Shu's side, although they were bad guys, but when I was playing Guan Yu, I got flashbacks to that good game. It was good, and then I went on the battle against Wuji, and soon Xian and Sun. So I guess that's the first time I met Hong Gai, and Hong Gai served them after that battle. I mean, during that battle, and they was fighting this dude because they were remnants of the Yellow Turbans were making chaos all the way in Wu. And then the last battle I fought before I called it, it was getting late, was the battle when Lu Bu's forces were trying to take Punyo from Cao Cao, and I played as Yao Chan. I had some items, but I played on normal. I should have played on easy because it was kind of hard because my Lu Bu did die, basically. He was defeated. So we did it hard. We did it easy, and I finished it. Very good game. A lot of the maps I recognized playing was Ruchi. It's more like it was new, but at the same time it was a flashback. So there's more to be discovered with that. Now I played Dynasty Warriors 6. I really loved that game. It was a transition for me from Dynasty Warriors 2 all the way to Dynasty Warriors 6, and it was a huge jump. I played 6, very beautiful, loved the game. Lu Bu's story I think was the best. I think everyone said Lu Bu's story in Dynasty Warriors 6 was the best. The Rambo system I really did not know original issues with it. I can see why people have issues with it, but when I explained it when I was young, I was just so excited to have the game, and the music and the map layout was so beautiful. I played Strike Force, and I did not finish that game. To this day, I've never finished that game for the PS3 at the time. It was very interesting. It's a good game. I just never finished it. It's not a game for me. Sometimes you play games and you just know it ain't for you. But anyway, that's when it's 7. I had the original, the Extreme Legends and Empires. We introduced ourselves to Jin. It was wonderful. Mostly for historical route. The Conquest mode was something different. I bought every DLC, all the DLC costume. The music is, I love the music. I really love that music. And the 10th anniversary, I think it's the 10th anniversary, yeah. Maps to get Dynasty Warriors 2. Maps again. You get the Dynasty Warriors 3 and 4, and I think and other maps and scenarios they have, which be able to play the characters more, because in the story mode, Dynasty Warriors 7 is very straight, and you only play certain characters for certain battles, and it's no free mode. So that was the most welcome addition, so you'll be able to play all the characters. Dynasty Warriors Extreme 7, Extreme Legends was a beautiful game. The music was beautiful. The Legend mode there was good. Empires, that was the first Empires game I ever had. Loved it. The cutscenes that happens when you do a stratagem. Love it. Dynasty Warriors 8. The graphics, to me, I think it was a step down. So Dynasty Warriors 7 had beautiful shining graphics. Dynasty Warriors 8, look at it, tune it down a little bit, because sometimes when you have all the elements in Dynasty Warriors 7, you basically be shining, and then if you look into closer at the TV too bright, you actually blind yourself. Dynasty Warriors 8 was, graphics went down a little bit, but it was still good. I really loved Extreme Legends. They got the new characters and new modes, and Lubu's mode. Story was awesome. I love the Battle of Chen-On, the best castle I've ever seen Dynasty Warriors did. It rivals the castle of Hebei. No, Jingye in Dynasty Warriors 4, I think that was. The Bay Castle. Anyway, I played that level when I did Dynasty Warriors 7 10th anniversary. That's one of the downloads. But anyway, yeah, that's Dynasty Warriors 7. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires was so good. My second Empires game, I got the DLC with Bladestorm, my own characters, good stuff. And Dynasty Warriors 9. I played Dynasty Warriors 9. I actually got a PS4 just to play Dynasty Warriors 9. I was so happy for an open world as much as everyone was. I thought it's going to be like how Dynasty Warriors Online was, if anyone remembers. That game, partnered with Arena Games, I think. I played that, so I thought the open world was going to be where you have the main story, and then using the open world as an online feature where you could play with other characters, character created characters, character created warriors, I should say, interact with other people in the community and have these battles and choose your faction and join like historical battles or make up your own battle and utilize the open world properly. But that's what I thought they was gonna do. If they did that, that game would have been a contender for Game of the Year, in my opinion. If they went that direction with Dynasty Warriors 9, especially given it was the PS4 and then you got that on the PC, and then online gaming was a thing. So you had open world and online gaming. even if it did have the little glitches and the game was long, everyone just being online, creating their characters and fighting each other, and it would have been a good game. That if that feature was there, it would have saved the game. But the one thing I like with Dynasty Warriors 9, right? Well, the music, of course, especially Fallen Castle's music, Rainwater, beautiful. I downloaded that on my phone for a time, and that was my ringtone. That was a very powerful song. Is that the one thing I liked about Dynasty Warriors 9 that sets it apart from everyone else? Not just they have my John finally playable character, and Humphrey Castle was finally done right. Because I loved Humphrey Castle in Dynasty Warriors 6 with the traps and all that, but my John back then was a generic. So the one thing I love about Dynasty Warriors 9 is the horses. Yes, that's right. It's the first time in all my years playing Dynasty Warriors that I had Hexmark, Shadowrunner, and Red Hill. Just simply all you have to do is just play the story mode of the characters that you have to get. Play Lube once, play Southside once, play Donjua, Lubu, and go on you and get it. I think when you played Lubu's story, you automatically had Red Hair, especially after you played on the Donjua gives you the horse, so you automatically had that horse. When you call the horse, that horse automatically comes to you, which is pretty cool. And I remember I did screenshots. I don't have them no more. They got deleted because I don't have a PS4 no more. I took screenshots of other characters, ran into horses, and it was good. I love the DLC horses what they had for each of the 4 kingdoms. It was very good. But yeah, that was the only positive thing about Dynasty Warriors 9. I mean, it was good when I first got it, hacking and slashing, and I spent long hours trying to unlock the entire map, going to all the historical sites and being able to get that completion. But after a while, all the battles just came redundant. He's doing the same thing over and over, and it just got boring. And we all know what happened after that. Oh, this is a long video. But anyway, last but not least, others I spent also I played Voice Ochi. As I said, I've been talking about Voice Ochi. Voice Ochi 2, I played it during the 2020 pandemic on emulator on my phone. Finally played Voice Ochi 2 because I went from Orochi 1 to Orochi 3. Orochi 3, the vanilla one, I didn't have the ultimate, but great game. It took me a long time to unlock the second ending, but great game. 2, I played it. It was also good. I did not play 4. I did not like 4's mechanics in terms of basically after the first battle when you play Terkatsu and his group, because they were the only characters you had. Every time you play a character, they'll have that same other character on the battlefield, and it was just like you were there, but your characters you playing wasn't having direct influence, like how the other Voice Ochi games were. Then you play the main character, but they'll have a generic right there to replace you. But the character you're playing is still active and having his the whole rules and lines being spoken, and like they having a major impact. Voice Ochi 4 didn't do that. Voice Ochi 4 had the properties for Samurai Warriors 5, which I played by the way, and Dynasty Warriors 8, which I played. Do you know how many maps are between those 2 games alone? I seen sometimes they combine some of the maps together, which is pretty neat. Seeing the fusion, and then you have the Greek gods and stuff, so they got their own maps. The Mystics don't got their own map. I didn't like how they were reusing maps for battles in which you would have already played, and they go back to the same castles over and over. I can't tell how many times I saw Osaka Castle. It's ridiculous. They have too many properties they could have used. I didn't like how they're reusing the map so often. And the story is linear. It's not like it's have like different branches. But I loved how they had At the beginning of it, because I was watching gameplay, I think I was watching Jur's gameplay of it. It was basically Warriors order. Basically, when the Nog was there and he got help from the Mystics, I think, and one of the Greek gods, I can't remember. But basically, he helped some people when they first came, and then he was conquering people, and then who he was playing as, he basically had to defeat him. He was the big bad until it was available the Greek gods existed, and then he was fighting Zeus, and then Odin, the stuff came and tried to bring back OG using it for power for, yeah, you know the story. I didn't play Ultimate either. I don't think I played any Ultimate for any Warriors Rochi game. But yeah, I played Samurai Warriors 1. I used Samurai Warriors 2 properties for Warriors Rochi. Then had Samurai Warriors 3, unfortunately, because it was on the Wii. I never had a Wii. I had 4 on the PS3, Samurai Warriors 4, and Samurai Warriors 5, and I briefly had an Xbox 360, but 360? Yeah, I think it's 360. Anyway, yeah, so I played those Samurai Warriors games. And this is not both Samurai Warriors, but yeah, but last but not least, Dynasty Warriors Origins, the demo. You see through this channel, I have my demo play. It's kind of long. I don't jump directly into the gameplay like a lot of people do. I took my time and through all of the history, the options, even our history about the officers, encyclopedia, and gameplay mechanics and instructions how to play. Some things I saw when I did that I learned that helped my gameplay be easy instead of just going straight at the game itself. That the game didn't tell me as I look at it myself. So I encourage you all to go and find my Dynasty Warriors Origins demo beginner gameplay for beginners. So yeah, so overall my top Dynasty Warriors game will always be Dynasty Warriors 2. My second one would be Dynasty Warriors 6. I love the maps. I know the number one Dynasty Warriors is Dynasty Warriors 2. The second one is Dynasty Warriors 6. The third one is 8. The fourth one is 7. No, I lied. The third one is 7. The fourth one is 8. The fifth one is 5. 4 comes 6. Then it's 7 is 9. 8 is 3. I wouldn't count Origins, because Origins that's just a demo, but when that game comes out, I'll do some more gameplay and I'll do another video describing how I think it is, and then be able to tell you definitively which one I think is the best. So Dynasty Warriors 3 to me is the worst, Dynasty Warriors 2 to me is the best. I know everyone else has biases because I played 2 and 6 for the first and second Dynasty Warriors games I played consecutively, and then I only had Dynasty Warriors 5 properties, so I played Warriors Rochi, so I didn't got a real full game experience. So Dynasty Warriors 2, number 1 for me, Dynasty Warriors 6, number 2 for me, and those are my top 2 Dynasty Warriors games. So hopefully next year, God spares our lives, Dynasty Warriors Origins, although it's a spin-off, but it's still considered main title. If this goes well, hopefully this get nominated for a game award. Hopefully I'm praying, hoping at least get action game of the year, at least be nominated, to see how far it comes. Then we will finally get a proper Dynasty Warriors 10, and 10 is my favorite number. Shout out to 10. So I don't do no triangles, 10. So just hope and pray, guys, share, like, subscribe. Most of all, let's get Dynasty Warriors Origins to be #1. There's a lot riding on this game. Man, it's a 30-minute video. That's me ranting about Dynasty Warriors. I've been watching a lot of you guys and gals and y'all interviews for hours and streaming, so you should appreciate one of your fans and help watch me. But anyway, God bless you, and this is the King of Androsica signing up. Peace.